Hi everyone, I want to take this time to address something that has deeply affected many of you. And I want to be completely transparent. I am going to be reading from a prepared statement to ensure that I communicate my emotions, my thoughts, and apologies clearly and sincerely, and so that I don't leave anything out. On my podcast, I discussed a TikTok video that perpetuated dangerous stereotypes, and I know now that I shouldn't have ever brought up those views, even for discussion.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. It's just the other day that Esther, under the Influence podcast, made an apology to the black people after stereotyping them, and the apology was totally declined. People saying that the apology was not an apology. So I don't know whatever came to Esther's mind. She sat down today, made an apology, asking the black people to forgive her. Not only black people, because also the people from her community did not accept the apology. And this day, the under the Influence podcast made the apology. Esther seemed to be forced to make that an apology, and people were saying that this apology is a forced one. So the reaction was so massive on the internet, and let me show you the apology Esther made today.
Hi everyone, I want to take this time to address something that has deeply affected many of you. And I want to be completely transparent. I am going to be reading from a prepared statement to ensure that I communicate my emotions, my thoughts, and apologies clearly and sincerely, and so that I don't leave anything out. On my podcast, I discussed a TikTok video that perpetuated dangerous stereotypes, and I know now that I shouldn't have ever brought up those views, even for discussion, and I want to sincerely apologize to the Black community, especially Black women. After my initial apology, I took the time to look at the responses and understand why my words may have fallen short. I aimed for clarity to avoid confusion, but I could see now that it could come off as insincere or dismissive, and that was never my intention. I apologize for not providing the depth that the situation deserved, and I hope that this message can reflect my genuine remorse and my commitment to learning and growing from this. And my intention was never to spread misinformation or to hurt anyone, but I understand that by bringing up those views, that was inappropriate and harmful and hurtful to many of you guys, and for that I am truly, truly sorry. I acknowledge that I made a significant mistake, and I just want to own up to everything. In the clip, I referenced a video that spread false and offensive stereotypes, and now I know how damaging it is to give voice to these harmful ideas. I should have been more mindful and respectful of the impact that my words could have. This whole experience has been a learning process for me, and I understand that as a content creator, my responsibility is to approach these types of sensitive topics with care. I'm committed to being more aware of the impact of my words, especially when it comes to race and personal identity. I understand that this is a deep issue for many of you, and just mentioning it hurt you, and that was never my intent, but I understand that intent doesn't matter when the impact was so hurtful. And I just want to let you guys know that I never want to hurt anyone, and it genuinely makes me sick to my stomach that I hurt you, and I'm sincerely sorry for that. I also want to apologize for taking some time to address this publicly. I had to take some time off of social media to reflect on how I'm going to be better and to prevent this from ever happening again. I understand if some of you guys don't want to hear this, that's completely fair. And I also know that trust isn't easily regained after a mistake like this. I completely understand. And I also know that some of you guys may respond and say that she's only saying sorry just to say sorry, and I want to emphasize that I genuinely want to take accountability for this and that your feelings are valid. Thank you for those that have been patient with me as I learn and grow from this mistake. I take full accountability for everything, and I just want to say that I hope to be able to gain your trust back through my actions. And yeah, thank you for understanding. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening, and take care.
So that's the apology that Esther made today. If you check on the previous apology that they made when they were at the panel, it seems like they were holding back their laughter, and they were kind of forced to make that apology. If you haven't watched that video, here it is. Then I'm gonna show you how people reacted.
Yeah, I want to take this moment to sincerely apologize for a topic that I brought up. Um, it wasn't my view or opinion, but I understand that even bringing it up was super inappropriate and harmful. And I've heard so many of you guys, especially in the black community and among black women, and like I'm just sorry for perpetuating a harmful stereotype. And moving forward, I will no longer bring up any topics that could be harmful to anybody. I mean, we're all Asian and we've dealt with like pretty hateful like stereotypes as well, and I should have known better because I've been hurt by those too, you know? So I truly apologize for that. And I like it wasn't my intention to hurt anyone, but I understand that intentions don't matter when the impact was so hurtful, and I'm learning and I'm growing.
I have no desire, I have no energy or effort to want to listen to what the fuck UTI has to say. I simply don't give a fuck. I keep getting tagged and sent the video clips of them addressing the backlash and apology, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I simply don't care. I don't care to watch it. I don't care to listen to what bullshit they have to say because it's all bullshit to me. All right? I'm also not going to give my time or my energy for their monetary gain. I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. I'm not going to go to their YouTube. I'm not going to go on any other social media platform to listen to what they have to say and for them to make monetary gain off of it. I'm not. This is not something that just happened a day ago or days ago or a week ago. This has been going on for weeks. They had weeks to address this, guys. And they've been posting other shit and not addressing this. And suddenly now we're supposed to care and we're supposed to watch and care what they have to say when they had weeks to address this? No, I don't fucking think so. I'm not listening to any bullshit that you have to say. It's bullshit. If they really cared and they were actually genuinely sorry about the shit that went down and about what they said, they would have made this weeks ago, but they didn't. They let it fester. They let it grow. And I don't care. I don't care to listen to what they have to say. So y'all can be out here posting other content instead of addressing it and talking about how you guys are going to address it in a video, and continue to make content outside of the backlash and start deleting comments and block people who call you out, rightfully so, on your platforms. And now suddenly we have to care what you have to say. Okay. I'll know how I feel about podcasts. Not everybody deserves a podcast because nobody wants to hear what the fuck you have to say. And I will continue saying that because I clearly do not want to listen to whatever the fuck they have to say. And I stand on that. I am standing on business. But anyway, I wish y'all well.
The problem with people who think and believe like Esther on the Under the Influence podcast is that they don't think that people care enough about Black women to call them out when they say things that are discriminatory and problematic. She thought that joke was appropriate because she didn't think anybody would care about us, because people are allowed to slander us and to talk about our body parts as if we are less than human. As a matter of fact, she thought that because no one cares about Black women globally, her joke would have been deemed as funny to the majority of the people who consume their content, including Black men. In that apology video, one of the things that was stated was, we have too many people that watch us, we should be more cautious about what we say. You didn't know that? You ain't know that? You ain't know that? The problem is not that you should be more cautious. The problem is, we've even expanded into people who would care about certain things like that. We're not just talking to the type of people that are okay with bigotry. My bad. Our videos have gone to a place where people might actually care about these things. It wasn't that you said it at all. It was you underestimated your reach. You thought everybody who was following you and monitoring your content thought just like you. You were banking on misogyny and hypermasculinity to back you up. I don't care that she made a joke that also harmed her own racial group. The problem is that we were the brunt of that joke. You wanted it to be known that there was something problematic about us. You knew they would forgive you, and you also were banking on the fact that you're a part of that racial group so people wouldn't call you out on it. The joke was meant specifically to harm Black women, and that is why there is no way, no reason, and no probable cause for us to accept your whack apology. Y'all just want to be able to go back to business as usual. And honestly, I'm inclined to allow you. Why? Because the fact of the matter is, platforms like this exist for a very specific target demographic. Y'all don't care to do better. You just want to keep getting your checks, your views, and your laughs.
I'm not going to spend too much time on this Esther Under the Influence podcast. I want people to understand something about Black people, okay? The moment you really got one time with us, all right? If we are a fan of your stuff, and this particular message is for non-people of color and people of color too, but specifically non-people of color, you got one time, okay, to play with us, all right? There's not much you can say to us after that situation. When you're being racist or you're being anti-Black in any shape or form, okay? You can pretty much put that, you're not apologizing to us, you're apologizing to your fandom that might be non-people of color, okay? That's just me being real, that's just me being honest. So I honestly did not hear the apology, nor do I give a fuck. I don't watch the podcast anyway, so I feel like I'm in the clear. So that's just all I got to say about that situation. You got one time to play with us, and that's it.
Okay, so I want Black women to be clear. That apology wasn't for you at all. That apology was for major white corporations that weren't going to mess with them after the backlash of this. That apology was for the self-proclaimed social justice warriors that are their base that would feel weird about continuing to watch them after what they said. Never was that for Black women. An apology that says we just need to watch what we say because of the level that we're at now, they're not sorry. They're sorry that they got caught. They're sorry that people care enough about them. Not me, but they're sorry that enough people care about them that this even became a thing.
So, guys, before saying something about somebody or people, you should always have in mind that what will be the impact of whatever I'm saying right now? How will people take it? Immediately after Esther stereotyped Black people on the panel, the video went viral. Esther didn't see this coming. Now, she also claimed that it wasn't her intention to say that. Then she's saying that she has also been stereotyped before. Who cares whether you are stereotyped before? If you have ever been stereotyped, why do you stereotype other people again? So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you accepted Esther's apology again? The apology she did by herself? Let me know in the comment section. So, thank you so much for watching. I guess today's apology is kind of genuine, unlike the other day's apology. So, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, it's a goodbye for now.